Hello, my name is DeWitt. Welcome to Community Corner.
There you go.
And my two friends are...
Hello, my name is Aaron Connor Castle.
Hello, welcome to Community Corner. My name is Ryan Nicholas Gray.
Well, today we are warmly welcome Peg Mitchell and Elisa Ubrey, both members of the highly successful Weight Watchers program. Peg is a leader for a group specially organized for those with disabilities. Lisa is employed by Weight Watchers and works at the Oakland County Weight Watchers office. We welcome Peg and Lisa. Welcome, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies, thank you.
Peg, please tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, and school, and why you are here today.
Well, thank you, David. David invited me to come in and speak to his program, and I have been with Weight Watchers for a number of years, about 14 now, and I graduated from Michigan State University with a degree in education. I'm supposed to be teaching social studies and history. But I was going to go on and go to vocational education because we started mainstreaming many years ago. And at that time, I had a lot of special needs students in my classes. So I got involved with it, and then I did some other things for years. I sold restaurant equipment for about 17 years. And when I left that industry due to family issues, my husband was very ill and then later died, so I had to do something else. So I came to Weight Watchers, and I've been there ever since.
Tell us about your school background and degree.
I went to Central Michigan University, and I had a business degree in marketing and advertising.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, gentlemen. Lisa, so when you joined Weight Watchers, how much weight did you lose?
I lost 77 pounds on Weight Watchers.
Whoa, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
That's good.
Congratulations. That's
Thanks.
great.
Thank you.
Dave?
Peg,
Yes.
what is your work experience with the disabled, and how long have you been doing it?
Well, I've been teaching this class with Weight Watchers since 1996. I've had this group for a long time. Prior to that, when I was teaching, I had many special needs students in my classes, and I have a variety of special needs, some of whom were hearing impaired, some of whom were physically challenged. We did not have blind students at that time, but we had mental impairment, emotional impairment, and hearing impaired and physically impaired, and this was through the Lansing School District.
Interesting.
Did you have a mentor to train you in your work with the disabled?
When I was teaching school, I worked with the special education teachers within the Lansing School District. When I started teaching this class for Weight Watchers, they asked if I would be interested in doing it, and I said yes. They asked if I had ever worked with people with some challenges, and I said yes. So then I was accepted in as a leader in a special needs program.
Ryan?
Thank you, gentlemen. Now, what credentials need to keep training as an instructor?
First, you have to be a member of Weight Watchers. You have to go through and lose your weight and get to your goal weight.
Okay.
Once you get to your goal weight, then you apply to work for them. And they've changed the training now. When I went through training many, many years ago, you trained as a leader or you trained as a receptionist. And I trained as a leader, and at that time we used to come in for about 2.5 hours a week for like 4 or 5 weeks. And I trained under a lady by the name of Michelle and another lady by the name of Carolyn Bow. And they trained all of us, and then we shadowed another leader for a couple of weeks before we were released to do our own meetings.
Wow, it must have been a long time.
It's been a long time that I've been with them.
Peg, how much weight did you lose I mean, Weight Watcher program.
I lost 35 pounds.
Congratulations to you too.
Thank you.
This is the both of you ladies.
And that is good. Tell us how one trains to become a Weight Watcher leader.
Well, like Peg said, we go through extensive training. When she went through training, it sounded like it was a lot longer process, but now we have 3-day sessions for 6 hours a day, and they go through and learn all about how to become a leader. And they practice in front of a group, and they get more confidence, and they practice all the skills that they learn. And then after those 3 sessions, then they go out into the field, and they practice 4 times with a leader mentor. And then once they are feel comfortable in the field, then they will go on and have their own class.
Okay. What?
Aaron, thank you. Peg, who works with you at your meetings and why?
When I'm doing my meeting over at the church, I have a receptionist by the name of Donna Friendo. And Donna's been with me for 3 or 4 years now. And she helps me by weighing the people and doing some of the paperwork involved and just answering questions and generally being a great help to me.
Peg, are those special Weight Watcher programs just for children?
Yes, Lisa is better able to answer that question than I am.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Okay, we actually have a program specifically for young adults, ages 10 through 17, and that meeting is at the Farmington Hills main office, and we have that specially for children and young adults to help them with their needs as growing individuals and helping them lose weight.
Wow.
I'm Peg. How did you become a leader for the disabled?
I was doing some classes and looking for more classes, and there was another woman who had this program before I did. And she had some family commitments and could no longer do the meeting. And they asked if I would take over as the leader, and I said yes. And that was back in 1996.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Lisa, tell us some of the different techniques that you might use with different people, because I've seen people come in and what are some different things you guys use, different techniques you might use, someone
To help motivate people?
help motivate people and come in and try to lose weight.
Well, I think our program, Weight Watchers, is an award-based program, so we want to help you be successful. So in order to do that, we provide you, when you lose weight, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 10%, we give you stars and stickers and charms to go on your keychain as a reward to keep you motivated.
Right, including exercising.
Yes.
Now, it leads me to another question for both of you.
Okay.
How long is a Weight Watcher meeting, and what do you do?
Okay. Well, a Weight Watcher meeting is typically a half an hour long. We ask members to come in before the meeting starts so we can weigh you in. And during the Weight Watcher meeting, we do all sorts of things. Talk about challenges that are going on in your life with, in regards to food, or recipes and motivational stories. What else would you say?
In my meeting, I try to bring in a lot of hands-on things. If we're talking about portions, I bring in things like tennis balls and light bulbs and bars of soap, so that everyone has a good idea that a bar of soap is how big a piece of meat should be. It should be about the same size. So I try to do visual things with this group because I think it's easier for people to remember.
I remember that day. I saw that ball.
You saw my tennis ball.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. How many meetings do you host in a week?
I have one meeting right now.
One meeting right now in a week? Okay. Why?
Thank you. Lisa, you sometimes work with Peg, and what do you do then?
I'm the area manager, so I work with Peg and try to help her come up with ideas to help with different meetings, and I also have 149 other staff members that I help too. So try to help increase business and help make the meetings fun and informative.
Thank you. Peg, do you have other Weight Watcher groups that you lead?
Yes, I do 9 other meetings every week.
Why 9?
Because with this meeting, I do 10 meetings a week. That's about all I can handle at the moment.
Wow.
Busy.
Yes.
You know, in German, 9 means no.
It does.
Does?
That's a
Yes.
good way to look
True,
at it.
yeah.
Oh, you learned something today.
There you go.
Okay. Lisa. How does Weight Watchers adapt the program to different groups?
Well, just like with Peg leading the special needs group, we target groups towards children, and we try to make sure that it fits their needs and their lifestyle. So we have a variety of different groups like that.
Why?
Thank you. Now, ladies, Lisa, tell us about your awards, because sometimes I see people come into the meetings and get rewards. How does that work?
How does that work?
Yes.
Like I mentioned before, you get a reward for every time you lose 5 pounds. So you had mentioned you had received a sticker just not too long ago for hitting your 5 pounds. So we reward members with stickers and keychains and ribbons, and we want to make sure you stay motivated. So that's how we do that.
We have one special award in my group. Every time you've spent some time exercising that week, if you've exercised at all, and I don't care if you go swimming, dancing, bowling, if you moved, you get a tennis shoe sticker to signify that you've exercised.
See people out there, you losing weight. If you don't lose weight, I'm sending these two after you.
There you go.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay, now's the time to mention your contacts. Peg, can a member of the Weight Watcher group contact you or Lisa with questions during the week?
During the week, yes, they can call our headquarters and they will contact us.
What's your number, please?
Lisa?
Our phone number is 888-3-FLORINE, and that's spelled FLORINE.
That's easy.
Yeah.
So your caveman can do it.
Yeah, Phil. You got that from the Geico commercial.
Yes, I love a commercial.
I love that commercials too. Lisa, what or how? It says what or how do you give awards?
Well, we typically give awards at the end of the meeting after we've weighed everybody and see how everyone did during the week. And at that time, then we would give the stickers and the ribbons and everybody gets claps.
Okay, that's good. Why?
Peg, do other leaders come to your group if you're away on vacation?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that,
I'll
Ryan?
go slowly this time.
Okay.
Peg, do other leaders come to your group, and if when you're away on vacation?
Yes. Sometimes I do have to have a night off for something. And tonight is a good example. I wasn't sure I would be done in time, so there's another lady by the name of Sue who will come in and substitute for me.
Which I'm going tonight.
You going to
David will see Sue tonight.
Uh-oh.
Sue?
Thank you. Aaron?
Thank you, Ryan.
It's David out?
Peg, are you able to provide individual incentives to those who you think will respond easier or better?
Yes, I have some special certificates that I purchased, and I give those out usually to most of my members when they lose 25 pounds. We put their name on it, and they can take the certificate home and frame it. We can also give little gifts of some sort. We have little rewards. Everybody moves to a different tune, and we try to make it as personal as we can for each of the people in that group.
Do you socially engage with members of your active groups outside of the weekly meetings?
Typically no, because I don't live real close to this area. I live on the other side of town, so it would be very hard for me to come back over here and go someplace with those members.
Okay, how about online? Do you talk on Facebook or MySpace or anything like that?
I'm not that good at my computer.
You're not?
I have a Facebook account, but I don't really like it.
Okay.
What, you're on Facebook?
I have a
So am
Facebook.
I.
So am I.
Oh, I gotta use it more.
I mean, so.
And I think Ryan is too.
Come on, Peg.
I
Get on there.
Okay, Ryan.
Peg, please tell us a success story.
We have a special awards banquet every fall for anyone who loses 50 plus pounds. It's a very special ceremony. There's usually, 500 people
About
there?
500, yeah.
About 500 people. And it's covered by the local news stations, and we all cheer for those people that have lost a lot of weight. And every year I've managed to have at least 2 people from this special needs group attending. One year we had a family where the mother, the father, and all 3 of their children attended because all 3 of them had lost 50 plus pounds. Last year we had 3 young ladies, and as of last night we have 1 so far this year. David, that's your goal. You're going to make the 50-pound award ceremony by November.
There's still time.
You have time. You can do this.
Okay, I'll make sure he accomplishes that goal.
That leads me to a question to Lisa.
Okay.
Please tell us a success story about Weight Watchers.
Well, I can tell you a personal story about myself with Weight
Good.
Watchers. Before I lost my weight, it was a challenge for me to go on roller coaster rides, which I'm sure a lot of people have that as a challenge. And there was sometimes I couldn't go on roller coaster rides because I was too heavy. So after I lost the 77 pounds, I was able to go on any rides that I wanted with the seatbelt fitting nice and tight and had so much fun. So that was a great success story for me.
Interesting. I hope that you did not do that funny stuff after eating.
What?
Yes.
After eating, we're...
You get a roller coaster and you eat a hot dog. Hello.
Oh, I've done that before. I went...
At least 2 hour phone questions. We have time. Since we're talking healthy foods here, I know that water is healthy, right? I hate to say this, but Lisa, Peg, please tell me, with water is so healthy, what kind of favorite soft drinks do you recommend?
I try to drink a lot of water, and if it gets kind of boring, then I'll put some lemon in it, or sometimes a little bit of Crystal Light. It's much better to be drinking water than anything else. Lisa, what do you drink?
I agree with you. I drink a lot of water and light, Crystal Light beverages, and occasionally a diet soda, but not too much, just in moderation.
Yeah.
Ryan?
David? No? Ask one question.
I mean, your favorite question.
I'll ask one question and then close. That way it'll make the show go fast.
Not yet.
Anyway, Lisa, tell me something.
Yes.
We're talking healthy today. I'm just going to tell me your 3 favorite healthy restaurants that serve really healthy food. Some places people can go that serves really healthy, low fat,
I don't
nutritious
say
meals.
fried chicken.
No fried chicken. Okay. My 3 favorite healthy restaurants would
Okay,
be Subway.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
they have a great menu, low calories, low fat.
I love Subway. Go there all the time.
It's
Really?
good.
That
Yes,
sounds
you can
good.
tell. The next restaurant I would say that's really healthy and Weight Watcher friendly would be Mr. Pita. And they actually have Weight Watcher points on their menu. So that's really helpful when you're looking for a nice alternative.
Okay, and the third?
And my 3rd restaurant, probably Zoop. They also have very healthy soups to choose from, and they also have their points on their menu too. So I always try to find places
go.
where
How about
are low.
Applebee's?
Applebee's is also a great selection.
Very good place.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right.
It has to be said, guys.
I know.
Since we're talking about Weight Watchers, it's always important to get up and play. What's your favorite sport?
Is that to me or is to Peg?
It could be to both of you.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. My favorite sport would probably be just regular exercise at this point.
Okay.
When I was younger, I did play a lot of sports, softball, basketball, volleyball, and golf. So I was really active at that time. But now I just do more aerobics and more walking.
How about you, Peg?
I go to Schoolcraft Community College and I do some Pilates and some yoga and some circuit training down there because it's not real easy for me to get involved in a team sport, so this is just easier for me to work out.
When you go home at night, what kind of favorite music or favorite movie do you watch during your spare time? Music and movies.
I like all kinds of music, so it doesn't matter what kind of music I enjoy, just hearing good tunes. And to be honest, at night I like to watch a lot of reality TV.
How about you, Peg?
I typically have on my jazz or once in a while some classical music. I don't like reality TV. I like my mystery stories, and usually I have my television on, but I'm not watching it, I'm reading a book.
All right. Well, gentlemen,
Orion.
program.
If you got married, per se, what kind of your favorite honeymoon do you like the most?
What would be my favorite honeymoon?
Yeah.
Probably to Italy.
Italy.
Peg, how about you?
Any place warm with water and a ton of museums.
There you go.
Sounds good.
All right.
I was thinking that for the video game crowd, for people that like to play video games, there's a good exercising game called Wii Fit, and then there's also Wii Fit Plus for the Nintendo Wii.
Those are very good.
Do you play those?
I have, and those are a great way to exercise indoors if you can't get to a gym or go outside. So it's a great way to be active.
Yeah, it is.
And I just mentioned I have a personal trainer named Paul Michael, who's my personal trainer. And I've been going to see him every other week, and he's been training me about helping me, and look at me.
Look at you.
Yeah,
You look
and
great.
Good.
Thank you.
You got any advice from my friend Ryan?
Well, the biggest thing, Ryan, would probably be portion control. So you know what the good foods
I know.
are to eat,
I know.
and just watch how much you eat.
I will. Thank you.
All right.
It had to be said, Mr. Gray.
I will.
Ryan, you could make your plate a happy face.
I know.
The meat would be the mouth,
That's right.
and the vegetables would be the eye,
That's right.
and your potatoes or rice would be the other eye.
Thank you.
Well, he's Mr.
That'd be
Potato Burrito Man.
David, I'm talking. So now I'm going to close by saying this. Thank you for being our guests today, Lisa and Peg. We have learned so much about healthy eating and how so important it is to choose the right foods, portions, and food groups. And everyone can do this on this program and have success. I'm Ryan Nicholas Gray, along with...
Thanks for being our guest today and talking about Weight Watchers.
Thank you.
I'm David Taylor. It's fun to be having Peg and Lisa today. I know Peg since early millennium doing the ushers for the OG Do-Up concerts. Peg, you're an inspiration to me.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're
Bye, folks.
welcome.
Good night.
Okay. How long was that, by the way?
Good.
I haven't been ushering at the Opera House lately, so I haven't been to the doo-wop concerts.
Okay.
But